Hi, my name is Erin Farley, and today I'm going to talk about how both positive and negative environments can affect a person's attitude towards a specific place. Now, first, I want you to think of your favorite place in the world. I want you to think about how happy you were when you were there, how you acted when you were there, and how excited you were to go back once you had left. Now, I want you to think of the complete opposite. I want you to think of the worst place you have ever been to. I want you to think about how you felt when you were there, how you acted when you were there, and how you never wanted to go back the second that you left. Now, did your attitude change at all? Did you go from being really happy to really grossed out and disgusted? Well, why do you think that happened? Why do you think your attitude changed so fast just thinking about those two different places? Well, the reason for that is because your environment can affect your attitude. So the more familiar an environment is, the better attitude you're going to have. And it's been proven that there are two things that every human searches for in an environment. The first thing is physical comfort. Every human searches for physical comfort in an environment, and this can be a certain temperature of a room or a certain type of chair that you like to sit in. It's anything that you can feel or touch that can be considered physical comfort. The other thing is psychological comfort. This can relate to how familiar an environment is and just how stressful an environment is. The less stressful it is, the more psychologically comfortable you're going to be. And if either one of these is missing, you're going to have a more negative attitude about your environment. And that's because humans are more likely to have positive attitudes in places where they feel comfortable. So the more comfortable you are, the more positive attitude you're going to have about a specific place. And scientists have proven that our thoughts can change our attitudes. So if you have a more positive thoughts, you're going to have a more positive attitude about a place. And that goes along with negative thoughts. If you have more negative thoughts, you're going to have a more negative attitude about a place. And they found that the biggest contributor to an environment is how much stress is present. So the more stress that's present, the more negative attitude you're more likely to have towards a place. And this in turn goes along with if an environment is able to reduce stress, it can actually improve someone's attitude. So they'll be more comfortable in that place and then they'll have a more positive attitude about that place. So there was some research done in hospitals about how environments can affect um, attitudes and actually in turn improve medical outcomes. And they're taking this into account and redecorating their waiting rooms and their patient rooms to help patients be more comfortable in their environment. And they found out there are 5 environmental factors that can impact health outcomes and increase their attitude about the hospital, like going to the hospital. And the first one is connection to nature. That it has been proven that only 3 to 5 minutes of contact with nature can significantly reduce stress and negative emotions. So if there's a plant in a waiting room or in a patient's room, it could actually help increase their mood. Well, the second one is giving people choices and options. So if you give people lots of options of places to sit or things to do while they're waiting or things to look at, you're actually going to increase their sense of control for the environment and actually decrease the stress. So the third one is enhancing social support, and this can be creating patient rooms that have more seating for family that comes and visits, or just having waiting rooms that are a little bit bigger, so that they can hold more people. That can increase their mood. And the fourth one is environmental stressors. So if you can reduce the amount of stress in an environment, it can increase the mood, and that can be like reducing noise in an environment or putting toys in it for kids. It can actually increase their attitude towards a place. And the last one is to provide pleasant distractions. And this can be calming artwork around a waiting room or a patient's room, or even at doctor's offices, they have fish tanks that can help with that too. But all of these factors can affect a person's medical outcome and actually their attitude just based on their environment. So This is not only in a clinical setting, but can be in every setting as well. And environments are very big contributors to a person's attitude. So the more stressful an environment is, the more likely a person is to have a negative attitude about it. And positive environments are key to having a positive attitude about an environment.